For right now, what's going on in the world, as you all know, is really ugly. And we saw it over the weekend. And it has been here for some years. So you're asking what's that got to do with Sports Day? Well, fair enough, but stay with me. No matter what side of the debate you're on, if any, regarding both the Gaza war and the current one in Iran, it has absolutely nothing to do with our neighbours, friends and fellow sports lovers who just happen to have a Jewish heritage. Absolutely nothing. Yet for more than 2 years, they've been disgracefully targeted and terrorised in their own country since October 7, 2023. Now, in my mind, this has been much worse than an ugly for them. They've been terrorised in schools, in apathetic universities, at work and in their own homes, in their own towns, their own country, culminating in the devastation of Bondi. Now, I'm the first to admit, we're just a sports show. But the tyranny affects many of our listeners and members of the footy world in grandstands, on ovals, from juniors through to the elite. It's them that at times would have felt abandoned by their own country. And it's them that I'm hoping we can help make an ugly a good again. For as we've seen many times before, little by little, collectively, as a sporting community here at SEN, we can make a difference, a powerful, positive difference, beginning with us. Now, this is just a suggestion to those listening who will at some stage this week, this season, be going to one of our famous football grounds or training at the local club or school. Maybe, when the opportunity arises, we go out of our way to support our fellow fans or teammates with Jewish heritage, with a hug, an embrace, a handshake, a friendly headlock, a chat or even a phone call to let them know they have our support, or more specifically, your support. This is at a time when they need it most, as war escalates and the blame game probably starts all over. To know the vast majority of silent Australians consider them valued and loved members of their club or community, particularly if until now you've been oblivious to their heritage and the pain that they've no doubt experienced in recent times. No other subset of our society has ever been held so brutally to account for issues in a faraway and distant homeland, and neither should the JCOM now. In footy, we are only divided by who we barrack for, and we celebrate that. We don't care about the colour of your skin or where you or your parents came from, like the famous Dipper, Dacos, Alir, Pickett, Sheasel, Heaney, or Naz. But by God, we care about the colour of your scarf and your beanie that you stick on your scone, spontaneously hugging otherwise strangers in grandstands when we win and crying together when we lose, as long as they are wearing your team's colours. Now, there are many in the football world with Jewish heritage, past legends of the game, current stars, presidents, administrators, but mainly you. Thousands of fans who, like you and I, go each and every week as a highlight of our lives. For many in the JCOM, their lives have been grossly tormented and far, far worse for way too long. And sadly, little has been done. And I'm ashamed of my own inaction. Because there's always little things that can make a difference. Surely it's time we all went out of our way to discover some little things to let individuals, friends, teammates know that despite all the ugliness in the world, it's not their fault, both here and overseas. We have their backs. They have our love and our support, even if they barrack for the wrong team. Little things will kick more goals than you could ever imagine. So with the season nearly upon us, with the usual excitement building about what's possible for teams whose colours we proudly wear, let's make sure, with just a simple gesture, that footy fans of all backgrounds, specifically the JCOM at this time, can enjoy the excitement as well. For seriously, if we can't unite again as a community, beginning with us in the footy world, I'm not sure I really give a stuff who wins the flag. So let's take the opportunity at the start of the season to turn ugly into good for every footy person. I can tell you now, I'm an optimist, so I live in hope. And just to prove it, Curnow to kick 100, Sydney to beat Brisbane in the grand final, Melbourne to meet the finals under a first-year coach, Craig Drummond and Andrew Dillon to shake up the rusty old commission, and Peter Vlandis, and Greg Swan to introduce the umpires to a new rule. It's called push in the back. Okay, some things are clearly impossible. I give up on that one. But as I said, I live in hope. So we are off and running in season 2026 and time.